question about the module, about the Nissanleaf battery upgrade. Right now, in this industry, there are two solutions. One is using standard module. Another solution is using D.I.Y module. So always I have some friend ask me the question, so what is the difference? So which one is better? So today I'm going to discuss this question very deep. So the standard module has advantages and disadvantages. This is D.I.Y module also has advantages and disadvantages. So we will look at the issues one by one. Okay. Here you can see this is a CATL, CATL, standard module. And this one is a D.I.Y module. So for the standard module, we can understand inside there are 4 cells. So the consistency is very high because the manufacture process is standard. But for the D.I.Y, the process is not mature. So also maybe the equipment don't have very high precision. Next, let's look at the heat issue. So the heat dissipation of the standard module is even and fast. But the D.I.Y module, like this, is okay. But some of the D.I.Y module for Nissanleaf is very big. Can be like this size. So at the center, it is very bulky. At the center, the core area, the heat dissipation very slow. Okay, next. Let's look at the certification. For standard module, most of the modules are approved by car makers like Mercedes, Ford, but the D.I.Y modules, no D.I.Y modules, we approved by the major car companies worldwide. Next, let's look at the size. The single module of the standard module is like 8 kilograms. But the D.I.Y module may be 60, 70, 80 kilograms, very big. So once the size grow very big, so the heat, so the thermal expansion and thermal contraction will become a problem. If the size is small, the thermal expansion and contraction very slightly. Okay. Next, let's look at the cost. Let's look at the cost. So from the cost perspective, the original module is 10% more expensive than the D.I.Y module, because the D.I.Y module, they purchase the cells very cheap. That is the advantage of D.I.Y module. Next, from the capacity perspective, the D.I.Y module is more flexible in battery design because inside the single cell is only 3.7 volts. But for the standard original module, one module is 14.8 volts. So the capacity cascade is bigger. And last, when we do the assembly for the Nissanleaf battery pack, if you are using D.I.Y modules, you have to remove the center bar, so reduce the rigidity and strength of the battery case. But if you use standard module, so the center bar will be retained. So the strength of the battery case will be the same as original. Next, let's move to the warehouse to see the finished product of standard module. Okay, this is the standard module which we are using to do the assembly of Nissanleaf battery pack. There are more modules. We are using for the Nissanleaf Okay, this is the 62 kilowatt hour full pack for Nissanleaf upgrade battery pack. So we have complete the pack. Now we are going to do the final test, and our engineer is to check what is the balance of this battery pack. We can see here the is 14 milliwatt, so that is the consistency is very good, and we are using Nissanleaf Spy software for the test. Okay, we can see this is the 62 kilowatt hour complete Nissanleaf battery. We were going to see the details with Rainbow introduced. So this one we have totally 24 modules, brand new. The brand is CATL, CATL modules, and these are cables, power cables, and we have this PUV for insulator, the cover, and this one, the bracket we make for the system, the bracket, so it is very tight. And also here, this is the original BMS from the Nissanleaf. So that is the complete pack ready for shipment today.